So this is called INMO AIR3, and it is apparently the world's first all-in-one AR glasses integrating 1080p full color waveguide display. What it's gonna do is keep whatever you're watching private. So like somebody trying to peek in from the side is not gonna see what you're watching on an airplane or something. Well, listen, that's futuristic, all right, I'll tell you what. People are gonna know, like they're gonna know you're watching something, but like at the same time, they might be intrigued. They're like, what are you doing with those right there? You tell them about your waveguide. One thing I will say is it's not like cumbersome in the sense of the comfort level. On your face, they're not that heavy. They're definitely not on the same scale as like a VR headset, so they're not gonna be as hot. I'm curious what these displays are gonna look like though. All right, let's try some Xbox here. Wow. Let's go off-road here. Look at this dust pile. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you're on an airplane doing this, holy. So this is what the interface looks like for me. I have a list of apps over here. Chrome, file browser, the Play Store is here. So here's an example of a web page. NASA's Webb Space Telescope Observers Interstellar Comet. Now in this case, I am just running natively because we're running Android, right? Now I notice as well there's a camera in here. Let's just see. Oh, there we go. So now I'm looking at Will. You can see the camera is in portrait orientation. Maybe I'll record a clip. Oh, we're recording now. There we go. Hello. This is kind of interesting because I can see Will because of the fact that the overlay is semi-transparent, but then I also see him in the recording of the clip that I'm doing right here. There he is. That's him. That's Will. Got Otis down there. Otis is just cooling off on the concrete floor. Good job, Otis. It's tough to show you because in this case, the screen recording is exclusively recording the video portion of what I'm seeing, but ultimately I'm seeing my environment with the overlay of the video like any kind of augmented reality setup. So you can take still images, you can record video, and of course audio as well, and you can basically do whatever you do on Android natively in here without the need for any kind of extra hardware. Now if you click on the screencasting button here, you can see that you can cast either from iOS or from Android. So let's go ahead and try and screen share from this laptop now. This is a MacBook. Cool. And of course my input now has switched to this trackpad, and I have a beautiful overlay and the ability to scan. And from a productivity perspective too, not just to watch content, obviously. In this case now I can open all my regular creative apps, windows and so forth. Full screen. Looks pretty good. Turn up the volume a little bit here.
Started trimming around the fence and trees with my steel trimmer.
Oh, how satisfying is this, Will?
Those two small swales filled.
Little lawn care satisfaction? What do you say?
And I noticed some weird dark line.
You taking care of your lawn these days or what? Is it dialed in? Wow. Wow. But you can see there is the advantage when it comes to an augmented scenario. I can still see this screen. So I could just dive in and change my settings, and then the other display is sort of up around here. So I can maneuver my point of view and simultaneously look at something in the real world and a digital overlay at the same time. And then obviously the other component here, which is unique, is the fact that this is the world's first. These glasses are integrating 1080p full color waveguide displays, and this is the first time it's been done. So you can use these when you're kind of off grid too, in places where you normally wouldn't have any kind of entertainment or display. So traveling, I mentioned on an airplane, but even if you're like camping or fishing or something, I could be wearing these on the beach because they kind of look like sunglasses. Now, I wear contact lenses, but if you wear glasses, prescription glasses, you can actually also have these done in a prescription version, so you can stick prescription lenses directly in them. Kind of reminds me of some sort of transparency mode on headphones. How you're trying to merge what's happening in the real world with whatever content it is you're enjoying. You might not want to be completely shut off. Like the VR headset is kind of operating like noise canceling, like just shut out the world completely. And then when you have the AR setup, it's like, no, I can still see you, talk to you. I will know what's going on around me if I want to, but then I have my content overlaid. The camera that's on the front that I was playing around with is actually a 16 megapixel ultra wide. You can shoot some outdoor content. I still think, however, like obviously that's an experience you can have with the video games, but I think the core target is more on the productivity side and the ability to have a really large display wirelessly on your face. So that could be an extension of your laptop OS, or if you work mostly in the cloud, on the web, depending on whatever it is that you use for productivity. Like with the built-in Android and the ability to launch a fairly smooth Chrome browser, you could probably get things done like that too without the need to be staring at a phone or feeling as though you're lacking comprehensive input options. So if you pair this thing with a keyboard and mouse, you now have like a full-on computer style input. And then obviously the lack of having any kind of cable connection. So having everything happen wirelessly, so you're not feeling tethered. That's another unique aspect to this device compared to some of the other ones that I've tried.